Okay, in order to do the whole practice of this chapter, that is the roof and the slab, we have to do two things. First, you have to do the slab, and second, you're gonna have to do roof. I'm gonna make you do three kinds of roof: flat roof, extrusion roof, and a sloped roof. So we're gonna go first to level 2, that is the level of the roof. If for any reason we won't see the level below, we will come to underlay on this side, and we will say which levels we want to see. In this case, I got it set up from level 1 to level 2. Although I could do none and it will disappear. So in order to create it, I need to see level 1. So underlay level 1. We're gonna begin with the easiest one. That is gonna be the flat roof. So I'm gonna come to roof by footprint, and I'm gonna draw a square like that. I'm gonna come to this corner. I'm gonna go till the other corner using the tool rectangle, and as I see the angles, this is gonna be with the slope. So I'm gonna cancel, escape twice, select all my lines, and from the properties deactivate the lines, hide the slope. That way, as you can see, you don't have any more that angle, and that will mean that is a flat slab. So I'm gonna click in OK. I'm gonna go to the 3D and I'm gonna see my flat roof. I've created a flat roof for that area. Now I'm gonna create a sloped roof for the rest of the building. So I'm gonna do it from the 3D directly this time. So I come over here, footprint again, and it's gonna ask me from which level. So I'm gonna tell them level 2. That is gonna be my level roof. And over here, I'm gonna go and make sure that I have defined the slopes. So I want to have only a slope for two parts, for one part. That is gonna be, or I can do it to, no, I'm gonna do it in two directions. Towards this one and towards this one. So I'm gonna have two directions only. And the other two directions, I'm gonna come over here, check out the define slopes, and I'm gonna choose them. I'm gonna make sure with these arrows that the arrow is outside, and these have to be completely closed. So I'm gonna come over here and trim these two lines. I also can see that this line is over the previous slab. So what I'm gonna escape twice, gonna select my line and move it. If that is a bit complicated for any reason, you can also use the tool align, this one, align, AL. I click on align, with tab, I click the place I want it, and then I click the other line. Okay, it's not moving, so I'm gonna do it manually. So I have these two lines over this. Let's go to level 2 and check out. Yep. So we have this. Let me see, doubles. Checking the 3D. Maybe it's from the lower part. Yeah, it was from the lower part, so it was a mistake. You have to see that as it was a 3D, you can get confused. So the 3D be careful because not always is telling you the truth. If we go to this corner, it looks like the line, it's inside the other slab, but the truth is that if you go with a rotation over here, you will check that it's in the proper place. So I'm gonna click on OK, and it's gonna create my slab. Maybe it's way too big what I got, so I can modify it manually directly. So I can come to my elevation, come over here, and I can go and do it manually. I can just make sure that this goes to the line I want. If I want to double check, one of the easiest way could be to just copy my level, say 10 feet, and that way I can arrive that up to 10 feet. The other option would be to select, edit the footprint, and at each line over here we can define the slope. Okay, we can define the slope that we want. This one is 9 feet every 12 inch, and this I'm gonna say that is gonna be 3 feet every 12, and I'm gonna say the same for this one, 3 feet every 12. So I lower down the slope for both, clicking OK, and now I have a smaller slope that in proportion is every 12 inches you have 3 up. Again, if you want, you can do it manually. Third type of a slab that we are going to create. Okay, for the third type of roof, okay, we're gonna work. Okay, we're gonna work from. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna twist the slope, edit footprint, delete this slope over here, select the other side, define a slope, make sure that is the same that we wanted, that is 3 inches every 12. So I have my slope on the other direction in order to create my roof easier. So I'm gonna go to the north. I have this, east, zoom extension, CE, east, south, and west. So I have all of them. I'm gonna go to the 3D. Okay, now that we see what we have, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna say roof by extrusion. So we are gonna draw. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna pick the plane where we want to draw. So I'm gonna say okay, and I'm gonna pick this face over here, this face of the wall, and the roof is gonna be set on level 2. Say okay. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna draw a curve. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna draw something like this. I wanna draw 10 feet. And I'm gonna do a whole round. And I'm gonna come over here. And I'm gonna do 10 feet radius. So I'm gonna have these crazy rope. So I'm gonna set okay. I'm gonna go for my 3D. And this is what I have. So I can come over here, touch my roof, and make sure that we do it the same distance. That way we have our roof. We don't like this, so we can join both roofs to make sure we can join all of them. And this, I don't like how it's looking, so maybe I can edit the profile. Okay, bring a bit smaller the profile. Cancel. So I'm gonna do it a bit higher. I want that. Yeah, they are not touching, so cancel. Problem is that if we go to the corner, the thickness is going way too up. I may have to go for a thinner roof or increase the other one, because right now it's stopping here the work. But this is the 3 types of roof. In first one we do it flat, second one we define the slopes, and third one we define one plane, we draw on that plane, and it's extrusion. Okay, I can move this from those arrows and do it farther or not. So the third way of doing it, in order to make sure that that works, I will have to cut that part. To remove this part over here. So I'm gonna edit the profile. I'm gonna do it like this, come with a straight line. Said okay. I delete it. Cancel. Hey, cancel. Let me see. Let's go through to the 3D to make sure that we are drawing in the same plane. Let's see. It cannot make it, and I cannot make it like that. So maybe we have to go just like that and join the elements. Let me see. Yeah. And what we will have to do is join this element with that one. So I will have to align AL this to this to make sure that both things are aligned, and this way the water goes down, collects over here and comes down there. If I see it over here, it's over my slab, so I don't like it again. So let's go and edit the profile. Okay, so this profile is extruding up. So maybe what I can do also is taking both of them and move this from up to down. So let me, and now I'm gonna say okay. I can join the slab on the roof, and that way it's a continuous surface. I know that this looks crazy, but we have buildings that they can look like that. For example, this building in Barcelona that is a farms market.